howdy, everybody.
Oh,
I'm getting a little bit of back. Am I okay now? Hello, everyone. We are so happy to be here to share our moment of Mindset Movers TV is now streaming on Roku and Fire TV. And here we have all of the hosts who made this happen. And wow, give yourself a hand. We worked hard to get this up and running. Late night meetings every week, and we have finally arrived. So tonight we're going to just reintroduce you to all of our hosts, and they're going to give a little bit about what their shows are going to be about. So Christina, you are up.
All right. Hello, and welcome to the MSM TV Network's live launch. I am Christina M. Johnson of Testimony Publishers, LLC, and my TV series on the MSM TV Network is called Freedom Builders. So what we're about is we're a family of entrepreneurs, my husband, along with our 8 children at home. We are entrepreneurs who are on a mission to serve other entrepreneurs and to also use collaboration, networking, and promotion as a way to create a lasting legacy for our family and other families. So what you're going to get on the Freedom Builders series is a couple of things. Well, the first thing is you're going to get an opportunity to learn how you can use your literary content, your intellectual property, whether it's a book, a blog series, business to business information, intellectual property in the form of any type of media or written word. You're going to learn how to use that to start or scale your business. A lot of times people don't even realize how much writing is so important in business. Every time you turn around, you have to write something, whether it's an email or if it's a letter, a proposal for a grant. But whatever it is, it can be copy for your website or copy for something else that you're doing. But whatever it is that you have to write, there are strategies that allow you to connect with your audience. So that's what we're going to be working on with Freedom Builders, using your words and what you already have up here and in your heart to start or scale your business. We've already had a couple of episodes on the network already. So we talked about the 5 misconceptions about writing. We talked about 5 steps to publishing, trying to make it really, really easy for people to just go ahead and write their books. We also have some things in store. So you're definitely going to want to tune in to the network and our series, because we have some strategies that are going to be presented to you, where by the time you finish watching the episode, you will have something in hand and written so that you can take it to the next step of publishing. So you want to tune in. You're going to want to know how to monetize your writing. You're going to want to know how to share your writing with the world so that you can attract the people that you need so that they can hear your message and invest in you and themselves. So that's what Freedom Builders is all about. It's our family serving your families.
All righty now. Mrs. Lamb. Yeah, let's give Christina a hand.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Renee.
yes. I am Renee Lamb. I am the head of Notary Tribe. And what I talk about is everything notary. Everything about the notary industry. It's not like the old notary where it was just one and done and maybe you might make a buck or two. It is now an industry, and I talk everything about the notary industry, what you can do with it, how you can grow your business. I have interviews with experts in the industry. Our industry also aligns with real estate, also aligns with the legal side, and how we work both of those angles and all the things you can do. So I did talk about my story, so you can go and hear about that, how I went from commodity to CEO and what that entailed. Coming from corporate America, you understand about working on a plantation. And like Harriet Tubman, I freed myself. So I'm coming back to come get some of y'all and leave the ones that don't want to leave. Okay, so there we go. I also talked about, and you don't want to miss it, is I went over 14 ways in which you can get streams of income by being in the notary industry. So there's, of course, being a notary, and I give you 14 different ways in which you can get different streams. Many people always on social media talking about, you have to have about 7 or different streams of income, but nobody really goes into how can you do that, right? They always talking about having it, but never telling you what you can do and what does that look like. So if nothing else, definitely check that out. And I have coming up is interviews with how to have a social presence as a notary with Megan Good. I talk about project management for notaries and how you can incorporate your project management to really fine tune your business and have you stand out. A lot of people are not talking about that, but that is something that will help your business go to the next level. And coming soon is also about marketing your business. I have another interview. I have a lot coming with different people. I also would be doing training on different things as I go through I'm a notary, I still work in it. So as I go through it and I see different issues, you will have training on how to avoid mistakes, how not to do certain things. Because as a notary, you do not want to have the Secretary of State get in contact with you. We can go up to a felony easily and lose our commission. And this is the closest I want to orange. Okay? This is the closest I want to orange. That's not my color. That's not my jam. So, and I want you to be a good notary, because a lot of times it's easy to become a notary, but you have to hone your craft. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people always just want to get in and how do I make money? And I just want to make money. And it's just like, you can't just do that and you dealing with something important to that individual. When you're notarizing, what you're notarizing might not be important to you, but it's important to them. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if it's a one piece of paper. I get people, I'm selling my car. So if you mess that up and that person needed that money to sell that car, they looking at you. So you want to know what you're doing. So you definitely want to join me. You definitely want to see all the guests that I'm bringing in. You definitely want to learn about it. And if you're interested in it, by all means, hit me up on LinkedIn. And let me know what's going on. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't slide in my DM with no free stuff. Don't do that. You need to slide in and ask me the ways in which I can help you, and then I will give you that. That's how you slide into me. And I do have freebies, so check that out first, and then come talk to me when you're ready to put some money because you really want to do something. Matter of fact, don't slide to any of us with nothing free. Like, let's not do that. And that's where I am. Go on, Felicia. So they ain't gonna ask you about it.
That's my girl, Renee. Keeping it real.
Yeah, don't do that.
There's always an investment. Always.
Right. If you don't invest in yourself, nobody is gonna invest in you either.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Renee, for sharing. And we just love her because she's definitely straight up, to the point, and no cutting, no corners. Mm-hmm. All raw with Miss Renee Lamb. Mm-hmm. So next up, we got Miss Felicia Reed.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you feel me? How you doing?
Hey.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. I think I'm a little hidden behind. We got a streamer going, but I know you can feel me. I know you can feel the energy and this good stuff we have going on. I am the host of Females Without Fear to Face Art, and my segments have just been incredible. I am interacting not only with female artists, but male artists all over the United States so far, to capture their inspiration, their history, their knowledge, and most of all, their artistic gifts and talents. I'm having fun. I'm doing live interviews. I'll be hitting the streets and getting out into some scenes, places and things, and streaming back into the TV show. I look forward to raising awareness about females in art and the importance of them, and taking their place in our artistic world. I'm excited to align to the other hosts and the founders and those that are coming in, and we're all movers and shakers and doing things that are phenomenal. Like Ida said, we're having late night meetings, we're working around the clock, we're available 24/7. We've been rocking. So we're going to bring you some good stuff. We're going to grow our tribe. We're going to grow our team, grow our family. Yes. And I know we're going to soar to heights that we didn't even imagine, because those are the seeds that we planted. So Females Without Fear to Face Art is more than art. It's about connectivity and coming full circle into what is for us. So I'm excited to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow. These are a bunch of powerhouses we have here. What I couldn't have asked for, I couldn't have done this without these ladies at all, because we are, collaborate. It's just a beautiful time every time, because we talk about the business, we talk about the strategies, and then we talk about stuff.
Those conversations.
That's lots of fun.
Yes.
What happens in the JMMB meeting stays. Right. The secret sauce. We don't give away all the secret sauce.
Yeah. So we just have a good time with this project, and we're looking forward to growing it and empowering and educating people. That's everybody on this stage is all about educating, empowering, and inspiring.
Yes.
Because we know that it's important that you know. And we're always looking for other hosts with the same type of mindset that want to share their gift and help other people. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for. And like Renee Lamb said, there's always an investment when you're trying to build yourself.
Yes.
So Ruth and I are going to be bringing some good stuff coming. We've been so busy, making sure everything is in place and doing good things, but we're going to be having some interviews on this channel as well with other mindset mover people that are doing amazing things in the world to change the world. So that'll be coming. We're also going to have a clubhouse room that we're going to be setting up in terms of being able to collaborate with other people around the world. So we are just looking to have a whole bunch of fun with Mindset Movers TV, and looking forward to, you guys tuning in. Please tune in, because it's definitely going to be something that you're definitely going to enjoy. There's also going to be a podcast connected to this, so we are working on that piece as well. So you're going to get to see us, hear us, and feel us.
Yes, I like that feel.
Awesome.
Yes. And all of these ladies are doing some amazing things in the community and in their businesses. And they have a wealth of information to share. And I'm just so grateful that God brought all of these ladies into my space.
You know what, Ida? That's a perfect segue. That's a perfect segue into something I was thinking. I'm an artist here. Christina's a publisher here. Renee's a notary expert here. But we all have so much talent and wisdom and experience that there would be no space on this screen to say everything that we are capable of doing and that we are doing. So, this team is just phenomenal because of our backgrounds, our experiences, our knowledge. And as Renee said, coming out of corporate or being in corporate still and doing this, and we're just touching so many different areas in the world. And it's rare when you can get in a forum like we have built, and you have expertise across the board in different segments of businesses. I mean, it's just amazing. Coach, speaker, advocacy, voiceovers, and PMP, and products and books and different things. I mean, like, where can you get that? You can't find that in too many places.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes, we do. And yes, we do. And, it's all God.
Right. I was going to actually add one of the things that is, I think, to me, one of the things that's the most important is that all of us are willing to support each other and serve.
Yes.
So that is really, really big. When you have people that have a lot of talent and gifts, a lot of times you don't find them wanting to serve other people or give of themselves in any way. And that is not the definition of any of us here. We definitely go above and beyond to work with each other, to collaborate, and then to give to the people that need us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're family. This is a business, but it's a family business, and I'm just really enjoying the vibrations that I receive from each and every one of you when we meet. I mean, when we get off the business calls, I am like smiling and my husband be like, "What you smiling about?"
Girl talk.
I know, because I just enjoy the collaboration that we have and how we share ideas. And, this is a vision that I have, the channel, but it would be nothing without the people that help build it. And I'm very much the type of person that leadership means I can serve. I'm not a dictator. I don't know everything. I don't possess to know everything. I need help sometimes, and I'm willing to ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with it. So being among these ladies who understand that type of thinking makes everything work so much better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything works so much better. So
Absolutely.
I am very appreciative. I mean, I can't say it enough. You guys know you could love, what you call them, the little
Emojis.
Emojis all day long. And we work hard to try to make sure that we represent you the way you represent us. So it's a two-way street. Yeah. So Ruth is going to be doing some things. We are working on our show. I want to do some IT stuff for business owners to help people to get the fear out of computers. Because, I mean, as most of you know, my background is over 25 years in the computer field. So I've pretty much seen all the behaviors when it comes to computers. I don't know everything, but I know how to research and find it out. And that's one of the biggest tools of being in the IT business. Things constantly change all the time, and you don't know. But being able to analyze and research problems is what helps you to understand what exactly is going on. So that's going to be coming. So Ruth, what you got cooking?
Oh my goodness. Too many pots on the stove. And the oven is full of hot pans too. And I've got some things cooling on the windowsill. But anyway, I am still working with my concept of the Power Play Reconnect experience, which is all about the power of play and wanting to bring it to people as a venue for really healing. That's really what it's about. It's about healing and especially dealing with trauma. So I'm hoping to be able to have guests on from the mental health field and different facets of mental health and healing, especially the mind and the heart, not the body. I don't have any resources there, but so often our body is impacted by our emotions, especially emotions that and experiences that we hold on to for a long time. And since the pandemic, it's been really evident that trauma is a really big part of people's lives. And it's surfaced over these, a year and a half almost? Yeah, it's all the trauma that people have experienced in their lives is resurfaced. So that's really what it's going to be about. It's going to be the Power Play Reconnect, meaning reconnecting to yourself.
Yes.
Experience. And it is an experience.
Yes, it is. I can attest to that. I've been to one of Ruth's workshops, and we had a blast. We had a really nice time, and it was definitely different. So I'm looking forward to that content.
Mhm.
But anyway, we're not going to keep you guys. We just wanted to shout out and just reintroduce what's going on and let you know that we are now streaming on Roku and Fire TV.
Oh,
Yes,
excellent.
we are.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We have arrived, and you can expect to see new content every month. So
Mhm.
stay tuned. We'll also be doing some, quarterly stuff with you guys on live on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll be bringing different things to you periodically. But every month there'll be a new show from these ladies.
Mhm.
They will keep you in the loop in terms of what they're going to be doing and that kind of thing from episode to episode. And if you're a person out there that feel like this is a fit for you and you can blend in with our family, then you are welcome to jump on the train with
Yes.
us because we are definitely going to be changing the world with what we do. Everybody here is movers and shakers and all about getting the darn thing done. So I look
Mhm.
forward to anybody that want to reach out to me. You can always reach out to us at jmmbradio@gmail.com or info@jmmediallc.com. So any one of those, if you're interested in more information, we will definitely welcome you on board and help you get started. We provide training to make sure that you understand how we work. Felicia is our TV host liaison, so she will work closely with you to make sure your profile and everything is up to par. And my son is not here, but he takes care of all of the editing for us, and I get everything ready for him, and then we make it happen. So
Just one point on that. Do not think anything you do is so unique that it cannot fit into this.
yeah,
Because even when I was like, notary is a very in your face, I got to go out, I got to go do stuff. And I struggle, like, how, I'm not coaching, kind of, what do I do? And I figured it out, right? So if I can do it where my business is really outside of the online space, then you can do it as well.
Mhm.
So I wanted to make that point. Like, I did struggle and I figured it out. So there's no business that's so unique that it can't fit. It's just a way we can help you figure out the format on how you present whatever you're doing. That's really
Mhm.
what it comes down to. The business is not unique. It's just how do you present it in the best light for what you do. So if that's something you're like, I don't know how that fits, and even you look at Felicia, she does something that normally you wouldn't think would be talked about, right? And so if that's your hesitation, don't let it be your hesitation.
Mhm.
And the other thing I want to say is, most people would say and have said, if I knew about Microsoft or Google when they first started, and now those people who brought them stock in the beginning are like multimillionaires, everybody wants to tell themselves, I would have bought that stock. I
right.
would have been the one who did that. I would have done that. And yet, when opportunities like that come, nah, I ain't about that, right? This could be the Microsoft. This can be that kind of situation for you.
Right.
When you get in on the ground floor and grow as the company grows and grows as everybody else grow. So, if you said that to yourself and then you're like, everything that comes along, that's not, if we are at Oprah level, you too late, boo.
Basically,
That's true.
basically.
That's the truth.
That
So
is the
if
truth.
mainstream, and everybody like, oh, Christine like that. You can't get in. We if her name, my name, and Felicia name, and Ruth and Ida, it's too late, right? You can't afford to put in. So I'm trying to say, get in now.
Get on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Come
Jump
on,
on the train while it's still in the station.
Yes, even while we still ride the bus.
Uh-huh.
But get on in, because people always say that. And I said that, like, oh, I would have got that. I would have known that it was going to be the business and it was going to be what it is. No business. You don't really, you hope. You see it as the owner, but everybody doesn't see it. And I get that. What I'm saying is, don't talk about it, be about it. And that was the one thing, even when I didn't even think it was going to work, I was on there like, I don't see how this is going to work for me. But what I did say was, Ida, you won't leave my but behind. Get my money. We'll figure it out later.
And that's so much it.
So salty if I'm sitting in front of my TV like, is that Ruth and Ida? I'm about that business. And so I gave my money, and I did not know, and anybody, I think you guys were on, I was very hesitant. I was like, I don't think this is going to work. But I also was like, I knew Ida for a very long time. And then I had wonderful met Ruth as I was later on. And I was saying, we talk about supporting until we got to support.
Yes.
And then we start getting real quiet. And then you can't find us. Now, I'm the queen of ghosting people. Just ask a lot of my exes. I am queen of ghosting, right? Like, I get it. But, when are we going to uplift our own? When are we going to uplift who we are and stop giving our money to everybody else?
Yes.
Because we think white is right. I'm just going to say a thing is a thing, right? Like, you see us, why wouldn't you support us? Especially if you look like us. So I want to put that out there. I'm not just saying about supporting. I'm talking about what I do. I'm never going to tell you with something I'm not willing to do for myself. I believe in supporting. I had to track Ida down like, chick, I'm in the club trying to give you my money. If you don't give me my money, I was committed to my word, right? I also committed to Felicia. Once I was like, what you do again? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Get up a little bit. I have it right with me. I brought my rep because I was.
Oh, how beautiful.
Nice. That is beautiful.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So again, another idea of, I'm not just supporting by coming in, I'm supporting another person in here.
Yeah.
When I decide I'm going to write a book, why would I go to Jane when I got Christine?
Hey.
There you go.
Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So I just want people to say, I know sometimes like, she talking all of that and she didn't. I brought from Felicia, I brought into this, and when I'm right to my book, I'm going to go over to Christine. Right? So I do everything I say. That's why I'm like, don't y'all come to me talking about nothing free.
Right.
That's a good point.
And I don't do hookups. I didn't go to Felicia and say, can you give me a hookup? I said, what's your price?
Yeah. Yep.
She said, my price is this. She's like, well, you can split. I said, it's already in there full. Get it to me.
Right.
There it is.
I didn't do any of that. So I'm not asking you guys to do what I wouldn't do myself.
Right.
But if you come in here and you want to work and you believe in what we see, then we'll help you.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. So I just not gonna tell you like I'm gonna tell you.
Tell them.
We are all just gonna look at you like, really? You ain't gonna say nothing. Ruth's gonna just look at you crazy.
So you can get the eye.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be just very quiet, but I'll be looking at you.
Yeah, she gonna look at you crazy, and then I'm gonna come in and be like, "No, we're not doing this."
We are all cultivating. We are cultivating. We have
Right.
lots of things and
I mean, we all have our place. I want y'all to know our personality. I'm the cut. No, we're not doing it. Christine gonna motivate you to be a better person. Is gonna give you a hug. I
get some healing. We're gonna get some healing. We're gonna receive this healing. We're gonna get some
Goodness.
We got a shout out from Bonita.
Yes.
True.
Oh,
Hey, sweet pie.
hello.
Yes. Bonita knows. We know each other.
Truth.
And Bonita, as sweet as she looks like butter could melt in her mouth. That's one of my friends.
Oh.
But she'll cut you. Don't get cool.
Anita, I hope you heard that. Remind you.
And that's where I leave it because I want to keep my friend. I will go to death.
Oh my
I've been witness to a whole lot of attempted murders. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bonita.
Now you're beginning to see what this is like.
Mama secret.
Stop.
My girlfriend, she is one of those people we talk about supporting. I came to college. I went to college down south. I'm from New Jersey, and her family took me in. And I will love her and her family from here to high noon. And she knows about sisterhood. She has 2 other sisters, but they still has room in their family. So I didn't go home to really Christmas. So I had Thanksgivings. I'm like at weddings. I'm at funerals. I got pictures.
Like Barney.
That's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing.
Took me in, and I will adore her forever and a day about that, because that's what it's about, right? Like we, again, being family and friends, and friendship means a lot to me. And so I know, like I tell people, I don't talk about stuff I don't know. I talk about stuff I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I know about being a friend because I've had a friend like her when she was my friend, when I needed a friend, right? And so she taught me some things. And so, yes, I love her dearly, very much. And so, but again, she does say, I tell the truth, I don't take BS, but I don't give you BS either, right? Like,
Amen.
I don't do anything like that. So I'm just giving you a heads up of who we are. Because again, they're very much more nicer than I come across. And I tell people, I don't strive to be a nice person. I strive to be a kind person.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a difference between nice and kind. A nice person will walk in the morning and say hello and go in a meeting and stab you in the back.
Mm.
That's a nice person, right? They say good morning to you every morning as they go and cut you in the boardroom in the back. A kind person might be busy. They don't have time to say good morning, but they got your back in the back room.
That's right.
Nice or kind? I'm kind.
Like
I'm not a nice.
I'm for kind.
But I'm
kind.
Right. Like I got you, but I might not, I'm aloof. I get that. So I want y'all to know what you getting. You're going to have fun. You're going to grow your business. We're not going to hold nothing back. We going to get in our feelings just like everybody else do. We family, right? But we know how to get over it, right? We know how to get past it. And it's not going to stop because ain't nothing getting between us and our coins.
Our goal.
All righty then.
Renee, thank you so much. I'm glad this is happening. Now you get an idea of what our meetings are like when we get together. We're all very serious at first. We get to the nitty gritty, and then all of a sudden somebody starts something, and it just.
And you see Christy.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful energy. And I guess what I wanted to say is to invite people into this. We're inviting you in, like Renee said, this is the ground floor. It's a ground floor opportunity. None of us really knew what it would be like. The concept was there, but we had to step into it. And once we stepped into it, we started to see it evolve. And we are looking for mindset movers. That's why we have that name, Mindset Movers TV. These three women, including Ida, they are mindset movers. That's why Ida is the head of all this, because she is a mindset mover.
Mm-hmm.
She gets people to do things that they don't think that they can do.
Yes.
And she wants other people to come along and have that same joy, that same feeling of fulfillment, because they are using their gifts to serve someone else. And you just have no idea. If nothing else, just text us, email us, tell us what your idea is, your concept. Let's talk about it. Find out if indeed you have something that will fit into Mindset Movers TV. And like Renee was saying, she didn't think that hers would. It was like, oh, what, a notary? No. But once you told me about what the notary industry was, I was like, oh yeah, yes, we need you. We need you.
She has the best shows.
And that's really what we're saying. We want you to think about it. Think, maybe what I do is something that people need, and they need to hear it on a large scale. We are living in a different world. If you're thinking still March of 2020, you need to watch Mindset Movers TV because that is gone. That world that we knew, when we stepped out of it at the beginning of the pandemic, is gone. This is a whole new world.
Right.
And in order to be a part of it, you've got to be willing to bring something to it. It's not about someone just giving you. You've got to bring something to it. Bring something to the table. And you won't know if you have something worthwhile until you bring it to the table and let somebody else taste it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And Ruth, also just the relationships, the interaction. I think I had someone contact me through Ida, and we spent it must have been close to 3 hours on the phone talking about her art and my art and what we can do with art. And it was healing. Like I said, when you talk to me, you're going to get some healing. You're going to get some healing. it's going to happen.
You get an email from her, you're going to get some healing. Trust me.
You're going to get some healing. Something is going to happen. Right, Renee? Something will happen. And she said, Felicia, look, I'm doing this art. I've got my craft. I've got my gift, but I can't get my pictures right. And it took me like 2 seconds to give her a new tool, a new apparatus, a new modality for capturing her work and her pictures. And something like that simple, so we're going to see her on Oprah. We're going to see her on Ellen and, talking to the big wigs, because now she's got pictures that are, reflecting her work, and it's a huge difference. So just that conversation in those 3 hours, it was sister girl talk. It wasn't all about the art, but what the purpose was, how can I take better pictures of my art so I can market what I'm doing? And in 2 seconds, she had a resource. Healing.
Yeah. That is just so powerful. And it just goes around. I think it was Felicia was also saying that all of the different energies that we have here. We have Ida, who's also the tech guru. If I have something techie, I am not a techie at all. I go to Ida, and she's there for me. If I get ready to when I get ready to write my book, Christina is where I'm going to go. Why am I going to go anyplace else?
Right.
If I need something along the line of a notary, even if I don't need the notary myself, but I hear somebody else who needs a notary, why am I going to go outside? I'm going to go to Renee. And Felicia, I've got something for you. I've got a young lady I want to hook you up with. And I want to offer you the idea of having a show about ugly art.
Yes.
That's my baby. That's why
That's going to be good.
The power play lady.
I'm going to have Christina's kids on my show. We're going to do a segment with the kids. And
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to talk to curators.
Ugly art is like the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
It has helped keep me sane during these.
Yes. I'm telling everyone, incorporate art. Renee, get you some coloring books and some crayons and start taking them to your notary appointments and say, here, before you sign this paper, let's do a little Zen.
No, girl, they can get it.
The only art they want to see is a dollar sign.
Unless they color in dollar bills.
And I'm gonna get up out of here. Who's vaccinated, who not vaccinated? You better sign a day. Let me get up out of here. The next one. I do it for the kids because I ain't a kitty person.
Get to the next one.
Them to sit their tail down somewhere because I grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I have a different belief system of how to handle kids. Let me just say it that way.
Okay,
Rich is talking about adult coloring.
Yeah,
they have adult coloring books now.
There's so much fun. You should really try it.
I have the capacity of faking that I give a bleep about you for an hour. That's all I can do. I can't even fake it through the mask. And I love the mask as an introvert, believe it or not, I am. But right here, give me away. I got to.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Then I can get the eyebrows and eyes.
And you see, I got glasses on. I be trying to mask it because I can't go over an hour because it's going to break down. And you going to know that I could care less about you, though. I really don't really care about you.
It's all about that paperwork.
Do you see what I'm saying? I can't. Alicia, I love your spirit and I love that you out on the earth. But that don't work for me. You
stay over there. I got this.
Like Felicia said, she the type of person, even if they wrong me, I would send them something. I'm the type of person like, I'm going to be in the mail snatching that back because they ain't getting it.
Yes.
And middle of us, like, well, Renee, let's see how we can turn that into something. Yes. She's gonna coach us and motivate us.
That's right.
But then
we're gonna turn it into a book or a blog article.
Right. Wow. So I'm like, nah, I'm giving them no, girl. They're doing none of that.
Renee just gave away one of my other titles, Certified Energy Healer, and
I need to help you. I brought this stuff, Felicia.
I know. See, she just gave away all my secret sauce. Yeah, I'm the healer. I'm the healer.
You are the healer, but you ain't gonna heal this joker. This.
So you're unhealable, huh?
You know what? I always say God gives you things to protect you. And everything that is given to protect you is not about other people, right? Because people tell me all the time, I have a sassy mouth. I've had it since I was a little girl. I think I came out sassy. And as I've grown up and evolved into womanhood, I realize this is my form of protection. Yes. Now, I get to choose whether I use it for good or whether I could choose it for the destruction of not necessarily somebody else, but myself.
Right.
Right. I get to work it. So it's great. I'm a great public speaker. I got good jobs. I got good jobs because I know how to speak well. I know how to work with people. I know how to get my point across. But then if you talk to some other people, I done cussed you to the ground.
Yes. I'm like, Renee, maybe we can try this.
But when I say that, but that's giving me space so that if I need to get away from the situation, it's protecting me. So I don't ask for this to be taken away. I just ask that God allows me to utilize it in the right format.
Discerning spirit. Boom. There you go.
So I ain't gonna never take this away because this made me good money through the years. Yeah. Now, some people, you shouldn't have said what you said. You wouldn't have.
Exactly. Write a different chapter. That's my new thing to say, Christina. You can borrow it. If you don't like the chapter that you're in and that's being written, then write a new chapter.
Write a new chapter. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Write a new chapter.
I tell people hate on you because you're doing this or this or this, and I'm like, if you don't like the chapter that you wrote in my life, write yourself another chapter.
And I think that's what this is all about, though. MSM TV Network is all about this new chapter that we're, offering to people. in service and our knowledge, our experience, we're offering something new, a new way of presenting sometimes the same information, because people have heard about writing and publishing, notary and art, but they haven't heard it like they're going to hear it when they watch our shows.
Right.
So I think that's exactly what we're talking about, what we're doing here.
And it's the new medium, right?
Yeah.
Print is gone, barely circulating anymore. Radio it's always going to be radio, but not at the level of knowledge, right?
Yes.
Music
Exactly.
and streaming kind of took over that, right?
Yeah.
And so then you have regular TV. Everybody's cutting cable. I know I have. You know, this is the new medium, and if you not, and trust me, I don't think much about it, but I'm like, yeah. So I have something on Roku and 5G, and people light up. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to get on that. I mean, I'm like, oh, so you want me to interview you? I'm like, they hype. I'm hyped now. I'm like, I didn't even know it was like that. And I've had people that are experts in the industry. They like, oh, I got to get in on that because I be selling the heck out that joke. I'm like, you gonna be on Roku, you gonna be on app, and you gonna be on a podcast, and this is free advertising. And they be like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah, come on, get in on this. You'll be surprised that it takes you, that what they thought about you before you just said it changes instantly.
Yes.
Once you say, oh, I got this going on. And you just put that out there, they instantly look different because this is the new medium. This is where people are going to get their information.
People, write this down. People are looking for more relatable information. We're looking for information that, you know, someone got firsthand. They have experience in it. They already touched the stove. It was hot. They're telling you it's hot. How to touch it. Don't touch it. Move it out the way. People are looking for relatable, keyword, relatable information, and that's exactly what we're offering up. We have this wisdom and this knowledge and this expertise, and we can relate it to the needs of those that are following us or want to align to us. And if we don't know it, we can call someone else in our team or an outsider, and we will get it for you. That is relatable. That is relatable interaction.
People are relatable, and representation matters.
Yes.
Because there's too many times I have seen shows or documentaries about women and business, and I will scroll through it looking for me, and I get to the end and I ain't see me. Right. Or I'm looking for, you know, anything that can relate, because if somebody in a different culture than mine says, oh, you know, I just went up to the man, and I can't do that as a Black woman, right? So now I got to massage what they say to kind of fit me. But representation matters. We need to be seen. You need to know that if I can do it, you can do it, right?
And I think too that's again, that's what Mrs. Ida and Miss Ruth are offering by opening up this entire network to people that are a good fit for it, because everybody can Google something now, and you can get that information. You can read information on Google, Bing, and Yahoo search engines all day long for the rest of your life, but you will never have the wisdom from those words unless you have someone that comes in and can speak a word to you, that can share an experience with you, or know-how, or their talent and gift in some way. And even if we can't be there in person, we can be there, you know, through Roku TV and Fire TV. So we're taking the guessing game away as far as searching for information. You don't have to search for the information. We're presenting it to you, and we're giving you real life experiences to go with the information that we're presenting. We're going to help you maneuver and implement, and all of that is from watching the episodes. So that's exactly what they're presenting, what we're presenting here with what we're doing.
And not only that, everybody is touchable.
Yeah, so, exactly.
and you want to get in touch, there's LinkedIn pages that you can reach out to, and these ladies will answer you.
Exactly.
They will not just have you reach out and say nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's huge.
That's
Where do
very
you get that
huge.
from? Where do you get that from? That you could watch something and actually have the person that you're talking to or watching reach back.
Yes.
I mean, that's sort of like almost a little sci-fi, like reaching through the screen and being able to touch them, you know?
Yeah.
So it's an awesome opportunity. I know Ida and I have talked about it a lot, and you can see that all of us here together have talked about this, and it's been a synergy of information, ideas, tossing things out, putting things in. But the bottom line is that we really believe in Mindset Movers TV channel. We know that this is something valuable, and we're not excluding anyone. This is for those people who have a mindset mover's mind.
Yeah.
You want to help people change. You want to help people grow, develop. That's what we're doing. And we're giving people opportunities to step in with Renee to find a whole new possible avenue of making a livelihood. You know, someone to help you with writing your book, someone to help you understand art, a technician, you know, an IT person with more than 30 years now experience, who can answer some of those crazy questions that I come up with, which are basically, I have no idea what to do with this. Tell me which button to push. It's all that. I mean, there's so much, and this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. I can't even begin to imagine who else is going to come into this this room, this place, and share this space with us. And we're going to be able to give more and more and more. People are going to get so much from this. It's been a joy to be a part of this. It's been harrowing at times, but it has also been a joy. And it's just such a privilege to be here at our launch party. So this is our launch party. Yes. Give yourself a round of applause because you deserve it. You deserve it. You really do. And you're bringing it every month, and I am just encouraged by you. I can commend you to the highest. I'm proud to talk about you. I like name dropping. So I do that, when something comes up and I have the opportunity. I'm just really so happy for this. And congratulations, Ida, on seeing your vision come into being. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, this is Ida.
This wouldn't have happened without all of you, because I had the vision, but I needed people, the right people, to bring it to fruition. So here we are. And I know it's going to get better and better and better as time goes on. This is the beginning. And, you guys, I always said we were flying the plane while we were building it.
Yeah.
But it is now built. We have systems in place. And we'll always be going round table and what we can do better, tweaking it as we go along. And I'm just so happy and just grateful for all of this. And this is God all the way, because I know I couldn't have came up with this on my own. This was all God. He was like, okay, you're doing this now. Let me give you something else to do.
Another impossible task.
Yes, exactly. I sat down, I got all of the first shows uploaded. I sat down and let my husband watch them. And he was amazed at you ladies. Ooh. He was amazed. And he was like, oh my goodness, these ladies are something else. I see what you guys been doing, because he knows we've been down here all hours of the night.
Yes.
Talking. And he was like, "But you been on an interview?" No, we was in a meeting. So I found, once I got it all up and running, and I shared it with him, and he was amazed. And the network, I've had collaboration with them, and they also love our platform as well. So
Oh
that
yeah.
Congratulations, ladies.
really made me feel really good, because it's scary when you're doing something you've never done before. And
Absolutely.
although I do work with on Raven International on her channel, but to have my own channel and be in charge of making sure everything gets uploaded and all of that, that was a whole nother ball game. A whole
Yeah.
nother ball game. So
But you did it. You all did it. And it is,
yes,
I know it feels good.
it does. It really does. And we got our little systems in place, because in the beginning, we had stuff written down, but you know how that go. You got to work it,
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
see if it's going to work, and see where you have to tweak it. And so everybody's been very instrumental with helping to get the systems in order, because I'm a firm believer that people don't run businesses, systems do.
Tell me
Absolutely.
about it.
So
Absolutely.
that's very important to me, to make sure I had systems in place, so that way I'm not working myself to death.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
they said systems is an acronym for saving yourself time, energy, and money.
Yes.
Mm.
And that's the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I
truth.
like that.
Because I remember when I first started podcasting, it would take me hours to edit one show.
Mm.
Now I can kind of do it the day the show is ready to go. I can almost do it in that same day, because I created these systems. I looked at what I was doing, what was working, what wasn't working. And now I've gotten the systems down to where I can do it in like an hour, pretty
Mm.
much, and have everything ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well, let's leave like this. The elevator is it open at the reception on the bottom level. Get in, because it's not gonna come back down from the penthouse to go back down and pick you up. It's gonna come back up.
Get on while you can.
yeah.
Get
So
Get
can
in
you
there.
tell them again how to get in contact with you, or
Yes. So let me go ahead and
Put that up there.
hang on 1 second. This has been fun. So
I need to write this down too so I can post about it.
yeah, so people that want to
Okay.
get involved and want more exposure for your business, just email us at jmmbradio@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I check email
Yes.
every day, all day.
And bring your own personality, right?
Yes.
Whatever that is for you, bring your personality.
Right.
Show different sides of you. Yes, I'm a no chaser, but then there's other sides. You're going to see funny. You're going to see straight talk. You're going to see that I do have compassion. You get to bring all of who you are, because that adds to your show, actually.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
So don't think that, I don't think that would fit my personality. Yes, you hear me talking, but I'm very much introverted. Because honestly, if you don't talk to me and these ladies they don't hear from me until they say something to me. And sometimes they go back and forth and I'll never respond to them. And then I'll be like, aren't you supposed to be here? I said you're supposed to be here. I just don't respond. I'm just not going to do that. So it's still, you can bring your personality, because once these goes off, I'm back into my shell again. I'm going to be like, okay, ladies, I'm done. I'm going to do me. I've had enough. I got to go, right? And so don't think that if you're introverted, you can still do it. Let me tell my introverts, you don't have to be an extrovert to do this at all.
No.
Very introverted. So, but bring all sides of you.
Yes.
Let's be you, do you, because everybody else is taken.
Yes. Be who you are.
Yes. And authenticity is so important when you are, presenting, because people can feel it.
Yeah.
They can really feel when you are being your true self. So that's really, really important, whatever that looks like. I used to watch a guy on TV that was a cook. He ain't measure nothing. Now, one thing, while he'd be like, I'm going to put a pinch of this in here and I'm going to throw some of it. But because of his style, And of course, I cook that way. I don't measure nothing either. So me and him got right along.
Yeah.
And see, I couldn't do that. I'd be like, oh my God. I'm the measuring cook. I do the recipe. And my mother's like you. She'd be like, well, just throw in some extra. I said, did the recipe say it though? I'd be like, So we have different styles.
Yeah, and that's what makes everything so wonderful because of the different energies that are presented. And somebody is always going to be attracted to something.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good energy here. A lot of good energy.
It really
I agree.
And so, like I say, folks, it's what did you say? That there's elevators at the ground floor. When it goes to the penthouse,
they ain't coming back down.
However, there will be the back stairs that you can use if you want to climb that high.
Oh my Lord!
And that is called YouTube University and Google 2-year anniversary. That's what that's called, the backstairs, when you want to do it. And I've done the backstairs. That ain't no fun.
We all have.
Yeah, we have. We've all done the backstairs for sure.
But if you need some healing to help you to get over yourself, I would suggest you start with Felicia to help you heal you, and then go ahead and slide on over to Ida and Ruth and get in. And when you in, you then will meet me and Christine. See how that works? You're surprised when you come in.
Oh, ladies, this has been a blast. I appreciate all of you.
Yes.
And remember, if you feel like this might be a fit for you, you reach out. We'd love to talk to you and see if we can get your story or your message out to the masses. And here's the other thing. On Roku and Fire TV, we have access to over 54 million viewers. So this thing, we keep doing this and we keep doing this and we keep doing this. We're definitely going to get a piece of that. No question. Because basically, consistency is what's going to bring it. Because they're going to see our faces all the time. Let me see what this girl talking about. Oh, I like that. And there you go. That's how it normally rolls. Because everybody has to start somewhere. Nobody starts from the top.
Right.
Nobody. Bill Gates. What was he in the garage? Building his business.
Yeah.
But he had a $250,000 behind that garage. Not about a 250.
We're gonna leave that part alone and just use the story for the motivation factor.
There you go.
Yes, indeed.
Now you see what our calls are like.
So you folks know who are watching this or listening to it that you're going to have a lot of support, a lot of fun, and we hope to be able to come back and do this possibly once a month, just to come on, hop on, and give you an update, let you know what's going on, and if we have new ones who have signed on, they'll be here with us, so you can watch us grow and watch the fun. Because I'm going to tell you, none of these ladies are going to change. We've already
gone through that process. We've gone
through all that. So we are who we are. Yep. And if you think you can deal with us, come on.
Oh, we don't bite.
We don't bite. We're very, very kind and gentle. What did you say? We're not nice. We're kind.
You're kind.
I'm kind.
I tell you, I really appreciate all of you so much. It's so lovely to work with you. It really is. I've just watched each one of you step into this and just grow. I'm sure in ways that you didn't think you would grow. You just stepped right into it and you said yes, and you stepped in. And wow, look at you now.
Yes.
I think it was Christina that raised that bar up, and we said, "Ooh, we have to jump a little higher."
Yeah. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah. I
Christina,
agree.
you want
Yeah.
to tell us about your Facebook group and what you got going on in that right now?
Wow. Yeah, I'll talk about it. It's an extension of what we're doing because I actually want you all to talk about that in the group as well. I have a Facebook group. It's called Entrepreneurs Creating Wealth Beyond Six Figures. So everyone's always talking about getting to six figures, making money, but we're talking about how we can collaborate, network, and promote what we already have, and then scale to as high of heights as possible using our words and our intellectual property. So right now we're in the middle of an $11,000 giveaway, and it actually ends tonight at 11:59. So if you want to get into it, just go ahead and visit Entrepreneurs Creating Wealth Beyond Six Figures on Facebook. And it's just another opportunity to be around like-minded people who want to build a legacy, who want to build inheritances for their children's children. And it's along the same lines of Mrs. Ida's and Miss Ruth's idea of service. So when you get into the group, this will fit in with anything that you're trying to do on a TV series. If you want to jump into Roku and Fire TV, it would be awesome. It would be a compliment to what they're doing because we're getting people together to support. So it'll be a hub of people who are there to kind of support you in your efforts. So we have a masterclass that's happening next week where it's free information. I know you might not like that word, Renee, but it's free information.
Information.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what we're doing here, but it's free information for the over the course of 3 days, and you can actually implement things. So I'm giving you the information, you can walk through it on your own, but if you need any more assistance, then that's where I would come in to help walk you through the process. But yeah, it's a lot of great things going on, so definitely check it out. Let's say again, what you say, Renee?
The paid part.
When Christine steps in to help you.
That's all I'm saying.
Open up your wallet.
I do free too. I got freebies for you. But when you want her time, see, we worked hard to get to this place. Right? You know, I put, even being a notary, you would think it's just 67. I've done courses after courses after courses.
Exactly.
And just to hone my craft. I already had a business before. This is the second. This is not the first. I spent 3 to 4 years toiling at, not getting it to where I wanted, shifting and moving. So when I say it that way, it's not that I don't want free to give you free. Of course I do. But when you want to sit and utilize my time,
you have to, and
I toiled away and I still got student loans.
Right.
I work too hard for that. You have to pay me some sort of value for sitting and getting all that I'm going to pour into.
Right.
Into you. That's what I'm saying. Christine worked to get to that level.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. When you come to us and you want our expertise, at that point you got to pay.
And you know, I heard it said you have to pay to play, but I heard a multimillionaire say it this way. He said, when you pay attention.
Right.
So when when you pay, you don't have to invest anything, because I always use the word investment with my clients and customers, because that's what it is. You're not just investing in me, but you're making an investment in yourself when you decide that you want to do something, that's going to better yourself and hopefully put you in a better position, you and your loved ones. So that's what they're doing when they give their time to watching our shows on Roku TV and Fire TV. They're investing that time. So it's a time investment at first. Then they have to go implement some things and maybe do research on their own, their due diligence. But then when they come to us, it's going to be a different type of investment. Maybe it includes time and money. Maybe it includes something else, a collaboration, barter, whatever it is. But there has to be some sort of investment for it to be meaningful. And like I said, it doesn't have to involve financial, actual dollars all the time, because I've had 2 millionaires in my group ask me to do something, and in turn, they allowed me to use their networks bam, you know, I didn't have to come out of my pocket, but I did do something for them and they gave to me, and it was just awesome. So think along the lines of always being of service, and everything else is going to work out. You don't have to go in saying, man, I'm gonna have to pay this. Man, I got to do this. How long is this going to take? Don't go into it like that. Have an optimistic idea and mindset of what you want to accomplish, whatever that end goal is, and keep it in mind, because that's going to help you during the times when you fall short of, you know, that short-term goal. It's going to keep you motivated and encouraged when you have to get to the next step, but you only had 2 hours of sleep, you know, and it's like, man, I got to do this by the next morning. You know, okay, let me just keep on going. And you see that vision in your head. You have your affirmations, all of the positive things that will dispel any negativity within your mind and from the people who have been in your environment all your life. So all of that is included in this whole journey. And that's what we're dealing with. That's what you get when you deal with us.
Absolutely.
And you not getting everything for free for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I do. I understand, because even in this, right? Even just dealing with every time I pay with this, I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and get this interview going, because I ain't gonna be paying and not putting something out for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It wakes me up to be like, oh, I'm slacking. Let me go do what I need to do to get the value out of what I'm paying for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what people, because I have done free. Half show up.
Right.
Don't take it seriously.
Exactly.
Wasting time. As you grow your business, time almost out flips more than money. My time becomes very important.
It's way more valuable because you can't get it back. You can get money back all the time.
The time is gone.
Exactly. That time is very important to me. So
exactly,
in order for you to show up, you have to feel, you have to pay. And I say pay, it could be money or it could be time, it could be resources, but you have to put some skin in the game.
Yes.
You got to have skin in the game in order for it to work. And nobody owes you nothing.
Basically,
nobody owes you nothing, right? We had to work to get here. But what we're saying is, if you come to us, we can speed that up.
Accelerate your success. Exactly.
You still got to do the work, but we can get you over the potholes, over the stuff that you don't need to deal with.
Yes.
That's no value to you, right?
Yes.
And so that's what, so don't get hung up on, oh, she all about the money. It's not even about it like that.
Not about the money. It's about the relationships. We are relatable. Everything is relationship oriented. We are
but you got to put some skin in the game. And that's all I'm saying is, for me, I will never come to somebody looking, I'll take it back. I used to tell my kids in Sunday school, and I had the youth group, be a friend before you need a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I live my life. I'm going to be a friend to you before I need you to be a friend to me. Yep. That is being of service, of value, or something to you. And I only ask that in return. Be a friend before you need a friend. Right. Too many people are out in this space, in social media space, just feels as though they can just ask and think that you're supposed to give. And I don't understand. That's not how this works. Right. But by you being in your position with them, you have been showing up, and you at a different level for that kind of interaction to take place. That doesn't take place till you get to a certain level.
Right.
Do you understand that? You have to work your way up to certain things to take place. So don't get caught up on what I'm saying. It's not that I'm asking $15,000. I'll never sell anything like that in my industry. It doesn't work. Right. So my industry is very lower cost, but it's still of time. Right. You got to put some skin in the game, and you got to learn your craft. You got to learn to do things, because I've tested it. People ask me, Renee, can you teach me what you do? And I did. I guarantee you, they haven't even called back sometimes. I gave them everything. Haven't heard. Right. I think one person who somewhat stuck through. And that's what I'm talking about. That's free.
It's absolutely the truth. You have to pay. You have to have some skin in the game, as you say,
Yes.
in order for you to feel that there's, you almost have to have a little pain just to keep you awake.
They call it cognitive dissonance.
Ooh, girl.
When your subconscious tries to keep you safe and protected, but your mind is telling you cognitively, okay, we have to do this if we want to improve, if we want to scale our business. And it's that fight, to kind of keep going, step out on faith, or do what you need to do to get to the next step. So yep, that's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
And I like the word investment, because I used to ask clients in my other business, do you get your nails done? Do you get your hair done? And they were like, I'm here for business. And I'm like, I'm just asking. And if they said no, I knew I didn't want them as a client. Because if you can't invest to that level for yourself, I knew what I was about to ask you wasn't going to invest in.
Good point.
I never thought about that.
And yeah, I would just ask.
No, because I do my own hair and nails, though.
But you got to buy the nail polish.
Oh, right. Okay, yep. And I spend a ton of money on hair products. I do.
Right. So those are different things. I ask different ways. Like, what do you invest? What do you invest in yourself?
Exactly. I got it.
Right. And you might have said, well, I do it, but I get my hair, I want to find what do you invest? Because if you can't invest at that level, you are not investing at a higher level.
That's true.
Yes. And you know what? I found this too. I found I guess it's just the way that, you call me the motivation person, but it's just the way that I kind of get people into a particular mindset. They don't even think about expensive clothing. Maybe they'll even take a vacation, every so often, but they haven't even thought and investing into something, like an ebook that you can sell digitally for, X amount of dollars over and over again and never have to redo the product. They have never thought about that. Mm-hmm. So when you present them new ideas, sometimes it's just they've never even thought about it. But when you present it to them, they're like, this is a great idea. Okay, talk to me a little bit more. So that's what I usually find, that people have never thought about things the way that I'm teaching, because I don't teach things the way that everybody else is telling you online. I teach you how to write without writing. I don't know many people who are teaching that, like outwardly teaching that. Because they're telling you, oh, you got to outline, you have to write it this way. No, we're gonna start where you are. You can have a 3rd grade education and you will be able to write using my strategies. I've written books with people on WhatsApp. I've written books with people over the phone with a digital recorder. There's so many ways you can get things done, and we have that experience. I'm quite sure it's things that you, Renee, you, Felicia, you have ways of doing things that are different than anyone else, because you have your own technique, your own experience. And when you present it to people, they may have thought something along those lines, but never the way that you're doing it. So that's what we bring when we're talking to our people and we're getting people on board with us and our mission. We're giving them a new way to implement things and accelerate them. Just like you said before, accelerating their success, getting them past all of those humps and bumps so that they can be successful, or at least reach some of their goals and achieve some of the things that they want to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we could definitely talk y'all ears off.
Oh, well, we already have.
Right. You interrupted my bedtime.
Well, you're going to be able to rest peacefully tonight, hopefully.
Girl, every day I lay my head down. I'm like, it's a good day. I was on this side and not on the other side.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yes.
Well, thank you, ladies, for kicking off this launch. And thank you, our audience, for tuning in. We appreciate you. And remember, reach out to us if you have a gift that you want to share on our TV space. Then do not hesitate to reach out to us. And thank you so much. Mwah.
Have a good evening.
Take care.